The other thing I saw this thing on, I think it was like CNN or one of those news stations. They interviewed one of the guys from Jeopardy that back in the day, he's like a New York, you probably know who he was. He's a New York professor now, but he was champion for like 5 straight games or whatever. And there's this,
back in the day when you can only win 5 in a row.
I think that's what it was. Yeah. So these articles are going around about, what's the dude's name that's kicking
James
it?
Holzhauer?
Yeah, there's articles about going how he's ruining Jeopardy. And there's things that saying that he's kind of beat the system and that it's not fun. So this old Jeopardy champion came in and pretty much said the same thing, was that it's not just about knowledge for this guy, is that he's learned the buzzer and comfortability on the buzzer, that the way that he plays, that he's making it less fun. These people seem to be in the minority of it, but it just seems to be a thing. But it happens anytime someone keeps winning, right?
What was he suggesting?
That's a great question, because at the end of it I was like, well, what do they want to do? Kick him out? Because he's like he's ruining Jeopardy. I'm like, I don't know. I would beg to differ. I think he's brought more attention to Jeopardy than it has been in a long time.
Yes. So this morning I had breakfast with a buddy. He was a producer on Jeopardy back in the day. He now works on Funny You Should Ask, the show that Freddie and Jody and all them work on. He's been a game show producer forever, like one of the original producers on Card Sharks and Press Your Luck, like even back in the day. And he's helped consult with the bring back of all those game shows. And we were talking about Holzhauer for a while. And Holzhauer was actually on a game show on Fox called The Chase, right? Okay. And it was a trivia show, but it was like had a different way to it. And when they had James on, they're like, okay, this guy's special. Crazy thing is, James had taken the Jeopardy test a bunch of times before they actually got him onto the show, right? He's banned from 3 or 4 different casinos in Vegas because he's just won too much money. Like the guy is a very, very he's definitely on a spectrum of some sort of knowledge. But also you got to realize on Jeopardy is, and I've been to a couple tapings. When you get in that room, it's like when you get on Schmodown. You get under the lights, you get you get pretty nervous.
Can you deliver?
James Holzhauer, he has figured out. He's got crazy good reflexes. People are still able to buzz in. He's not totally whatever, but he also knows everything, right? And when there is a significant advantage for a returning champion, especially one that is confident and has played games and has done all this stuff before. So when you get a like last week there was a stay-at-home mom and a bank teller. These people have never been on camera. They've never seen the big lights. They're in front of an audience.
And now this guy's a star, and you're going up against this star.
And I guarantee you, producers are coming to him before because you pre-tape these. So these people it's 3 months before it actually airs. So I guarantee you, a producer says, "Hey, listen, we've got this guy James Holzhauer right now that is destroying the world." So it already adds another level of pressure to these people.
And it depends on which person, because the guy or girl who beats him is going to be a superstar. I mean, but what always happens is the person that beats them never stays into it. They're gone after like 1 or 2 games. Nobody remembers them.
The person that beat Ken Jennings
won. Who beat Ken Jennings?
It was just a rando, and the next night he lost.
And he lost. Yeah. Right. That's the thing. I didn't agree with it. I didn't know if you've been seeing a lot of this going around, how it's like ruining Jeopardy.
There was one in Variety. The only interview that James Holzhauer has done is on Dan Patrick's show. Jeopardy is famous for not wanting the contestants to do any PR while they're still on the show because of spoilers. Because people just sometimes aren't media trained. You know what I mean? I think with the legalization of sports gambling, I think James Holzhauer has opened up another window to be a pundit on sports gambling on something, or like make money on a site giving sports gambling advice, that kind of thing. Man. Jeopardy tips, whatever the case may be, kind of like training trivia people, because what he's doing, I can't disagree more that it's bad for the game, because people are tuning in every night, whether it's you want to see him win or you want to see him lose.
That's me.
Have you been watching?
Yeah, because it's been so fascinating to watch this guy, and I want to see if he's going to make it
or lose,
because he did go down to the wire on that one
last week.
Yeah, and you can go, okay, the Russians cut. We make that joke.
But I think people sometimes, just because it's the purist, right?
Totally.
Come on, it's good for the game. It's good for the sport.